Hey, hey, everybody, and this is a coolin's a schooling. Coolin's always out schooling. That's what he's a doing. Yep. Anyway, okay. You know, you guys, if you've been to my website, you've seen some of my videos. But let's go here. We're gonna go here. World War One, World War Two. My great-grandfather jumped ship in Pensacola, Florida. Early 1900s, probably 1901, 1902. I don't have access and or was never actually told by my grandparents the exact year and blah, 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 all the details. I just know that that's what he did. My grandfather was born in America, I think 2000 or 1904 or something like that. Anyway, point being here, world wars and the flat earth. When a long time ago, I was commenting on flat earth videos and or I ran into it and, trying to stir some interest, conversation about it 5 years ago, long before this explosion of flat earth stuff took off. The few people that was willing to even say anything or comment back to what I had to say, they'd always say things like, well, there's only four people that's members of the Flat Earth Society, four people, right? Or whatever, right? My point always was, in a comment that I left back in 2000, I think about in 2010, to some of Jehovah's Witnesses on one particular channel. This woman was ranting about the abuse of the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, and disfellowshipping and all that. But anyway, my point to her was somebody had said something about flat earth, or she did. I can't remember the details. Been a long time ago. And I always do off-the-wall comments on people's videos just to stir some shit, just to get people to think outside the box. And I said, yeah, there's over 1 billion people on the planet believe the earth is flat. Probably over 1 billion people because the Muslim religion believes the earth is flat. And I've even left comments saying how many other, and I think I mentioned it in one of my videos, how many other nations around the world in their education systems, they don't teach ball earth theory probably, but we're not informed about that in America. Really, ball earth theory was probably originally started in America, and as I have pointed out, if you guys watch my Flat Earth for Jehovah's Witnesses, I appreciate this woman for what she's saying, why it's so relevant. Why is flat earth, ball earth, the debate so relevant? It keeps the world's nations from coming together, doesn't it? And more than likely, World War One and World War Two was not necessarily a battle over anything other than nations trying to corrupt other nations' theologies rather than nations fighting against other nations over freedoms and political or you see what I'm saying. It's always about a theological ideology of how you should live your life as a nation and a people. So anyway, when you dig into this stuff, and you dig into it, like on my channel on YouTube, you get to my channel, and you hunt down Flat Earth for Jehovah's Witnesses in my video playlist, and you'll find part 1 And you'll find part 2 and part 3. And I talk about Jehovah's Witnesses and Charles Taz Russell and the early Bible student groups. Yeah, and their connection to Freemasonry. And Russell's photodrama creation introducing our modern day solar system model. Yeah, I think his photodrama creation was going public worldwide. And within the first year, he did like 7 nations. That's pretty impressive, right? And they were all free. And it was based around the Bible. You see, definitely points to the root source. Because, see, a lot of people couldn't read back then. There are a lot, yeah, see you later, Paul. My son's going to school. A lot of people couldn't read back then. You had your educated, and everybody else worked on the farm, man. They didn't read, they didn't write. Books were irrelevant. The Bible was irrelevant for that matter. When you think of it, in the perspective of a long, long time ago. Not a long time ago, really. I mean, 110, 120 years ago, that's not that long ago. Our world has changed. I have this little statement I say: if you can't understand the past for what it was, in truth for what it was, not in fiction bullshit that's in books, you'll never be able to understand the future and where humanity is progressively moving towards as a species and a people on this physical earth. It is physical. It is not no hologram. Everything about it is physical. But you cannot deny that. Even the physicality, after it dies, it leaves a carcass. That is as physical as you can get, right? And those carcasses eventually break down. Trees, when they die and fall, they slowly decay. Bodies slowly, everything, But everything feeds off of that decay. I've also been known to say there's no such thing as death. There's just transformation of matter. Yeah, anyway. And, my videos, you get into them. If you get into them, it gets a little crazy, like my latest one up here. I talk about the moon, and I'm the one that's out there trying to do the esoteric. Flat Earth man in the moon. See, this was back in the 60s. They were making movies, and they were using the term in the moon. Inside the moon, not walking on the surface of the moon. Right here, Flat Earth moon, moon-based artificial satellite spaceship, part 3, part 4. I think I accidentally deleted about 4 or 5 videos a while back. No, it's probably more than that. It's about 8. Because I thought I was cleaning up my phone, and I was thinking, well, these are just on my phone. Or my camera, my Samsung Galaxy. I deleted them off my YouTube channel. So I'm like, and I realized, I can't be doing that. I'm deleting my videos. So anyway, anyway, I'm 8 minutes, making it short. But yeah, was World War I, World War II actually wars about political views or wars about the shape of the earth? Think about it. There's a reason why super rich countries like in Europe, the Northern Europeans, right? Why didn't they start a NASA program? Or London, and or other many super wealthy nations. Why didn't they start a NASA program? Why? For one, most of those countries are predominantly Masonic at the roots. Even though the general masses, the common folks, believe in Christianity like most of us Americans do, but at the higher level, believe me, the nations are run by Masonic Brotherhood. Why? But why? Why in America only? Well, America was definitely manipulated by those countries to create money-making operations at NASA for one. You know, the people in Europe got rich off America. That's what happened. The people in Europe got rich off of the American people at all levels of corporate powers. Understanding that's another thing to think about too. But my point in this video is one thing: World War I, World War II, flat Earth. Was it the flat Earth? Was it the Jehovah's Witnesses? Charles Taze Russell, was he the one that was, being? And of course, Russell, there's people that claim he European bloodline, right? But to push this ball Earth theory to get a separation started, and in the closet, I call them the closet flat earthers, the Masonic Brotherhood, that would go around and in secret they'd talk about the flat Earth with all their friends, whisper, whisper, whisper. When they're out in public, they're speaking boldly about the ball Earth and the stars above and all the galaxies and God created, and they'll even throw in the God stuff, and they knew they were talking shit. So, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, and don't talk shit. Are Freemasons free? Freemasonry, originally the word free meant that they were free to travel about back in the old days, when they were building all the cathedrals, the churches, and the wonderful places that are beautiful around the world. But nowadays, Freemasons aren't free. They're controlled in America. They don't have any freedom to say anything except for what they're told to say, allowed to say. See, I'm free. I don't have that. Welcome to the land of free and home of the brave, Freemasons. Be free. Cut yourself free. If you all cut yourself free and spoke boldly about the truth like I do, we could get this ball rolling. And it won't be a ball anymore. It'll be flat. The only thing that'll be a ball is that ball moon spaceship up there, the moon. And we'll try to figure out what the hell that is. So, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, don't subscribe, but quit being stupid. Think outside of the box. And have a very, 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 very good. Watch this video. You'll love it. Good day.